The entire crypto space is struggling, but Helium with the HNT token tends to outperform. In the last month it had more than doubled, while Bitcoin and Ethereum is just standing still. Let's have a look at how much longer this rally can last. Let's have a look at relative valuations. Let's see where potential supports and resistances might be. So we are currently at $6.69. The price went up by 114% last month. Bitcoin barely moved. And the sister project, Helium Mobile, didn't do that well either. But here's the thing. Initially, it was the tokenomics that pushed down Helium's price quite a bit. Now this tends to change. Have a look at the circulating HNT tokens over time. In the early days, the supply doubled and doubled again and doubled again, etc. But when we now look at the token inflation, it's actually not that bad anymore. 1 year from now, we will be at 193 million tokens. Currently, we are at 178 million. And that means the supply will increase by only 8.4%, way less than in the past. And so that then also explains the relative valuation to Ethereum. So this is HNT divided by ETH over time. And initially, because of that massive supply increase, we've seen an underperformance versus ETH by 94.5%. But now, because relatively speaking, the supply isn't growing that quickly anymore, we aren't necessarily underperforming anymore. We are somewhat in a sideways trading range. Now let's play devil's advocate here and work with the worst case. How much could HNT potentially lose versus Ethereum? The answer is maybe 65%, maybe in the worst case even 74%. The potential upside is at roughly 60%. But again, this chart was generated while supply was increasing very, very quickly. Now, when looking at the number of hotspot onboards over time, we actually do not see a second rally. So where's all of this fresh money coming from? Why is the price suddenly increasing when the hotspot onboards isn't really that high? The answer might be that big money is buying. The whales are accumulating. This is something that I haven't seen that much for other cryptocurrencies. I've looked at those kind of charts for various cryptos. I've rarely seen how the number of retail investors tends to decline while the number of whale investors is increasing. So what we're seeing here on the left side is the number of wallets that hold at least 100 HNT tokens on the Solana chain. This peaked out in October of 2023 and now tends to go down. By the way, since we are currently at $6.69, this minimum holding balance here equates to a bit over $600. For the chart in the middle, we've got a minimum holding of 1,000 tokens, so that's now at least $6,000. So that's quite a jump, a 10x to be more precise. On the right, we go another 10x. So that's now a minimum holding of 10,000 tokens or more than $60,000 worth of HNT. And this tends to, interestingly enough, grow quite constantly. Usually we see the exact opposite. Usually we see retail accumulating and the whales rather dumping. In HNT, we see how the smart money tends to buy and the not so smart money tends to sell. Again, that's since October of 2023. And have a look at this. This is October of 2023. So this is when HNT outperformed Ethereum by more than 200% now. So let's see where this is all going. It looks like the tokenomics are improving a lot. It seems like the volatility is high as well. And so maybe it makes sense to not necessarily buy when we are just in a rally, but when we see another retracement again, potentially it could make sense to join the club of investors that tend to just buy in, that tend to grow. And that's the whales. That's the smart money. I will continue to make updates on Helium on this channel. If you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. In case you do have Telegram, then feel free to join us. The link to the free Telegram is down below. Looking very much forward to chatting with you.